Well, I was meant to be packing to go away on holiday, but I guess the Justice League trailer doesn't care about that, does it? So there's a trailer for Justice League out. Finally, we get a trailer for Justice League. I've got to admit, I haven't been too much of a fan of the other DC films so far. Man of Steel was a little bit slow for my liking. Batman vs Superman was okay, it had some flaws in it. But there's a trailer for Justice League now, so let's get into what I think of it. So the first thing I got from the trailer is that it's still very much in this look that they're going for with the DC universe. It's that kind of drab, dark, gritty kind of look. But what impressed me about the trailer was that they have started involving a lot more humor. You get a little bit of back and forth between Batman and Aquaman, you get a little bit of back and forth between Barry Allen and Batman. They're obviously taking notes from what was missing from the other films. There's humor involved, but they've kept that darker tone to it. I get the sense that it's still going to have that same serious note to it, but they're involving a little more characterization. I've got to admit, I wasn't too sure about how they were handling characters like the Flash and Aquaman, because they're hard characters to handle. They're definitely hard ones to get right. But I've got to say, I really like the look of Aquaman. I wasn't sure that I was going to, but holy crap, Jason Momoa looks the Don as Aquaman. He's got the whole 90s badass Aquaman vibe going on, and I thought that would be kind of hard to get into the film, but apparently it isn't, because apparently Jason Momoa just is Aquaman. I was also quite impressed by the shots that we have of Flash. I didn't really think it was the best idea to have a separate Flash in the cinematic universe than the TV universe. I thought it'd be really cool to see them cross over. But again, I've got to say, I actually quite like the look of this version. I didn't initially come around to the idea of Ezra Miller as the Flash, but now that you see a little bit of his personality, and you see that moment where he's in the prison with his father on the other side of the glass and he sticks his hand on there, you kind of get the sense that they're gonna bring a little bit of humanity to him as well as the humor, which is going to be pretty good. Although I hope they don't dwell too much on the setting up of their backstories. They do all have their own films coming out for that to happen. Obviously, we do know that Superman is going to make an appearance at some point in this film, probably in the black suit that he's known to have at some point. But, I mean, Lois Lane just seems to be attracting all of this danger from superpowered people. Like, why is she there? Like, stick to the Superman stuff with Lois Lane. Like, leave her to the Superman stuff. I like that Barry Allen acknowledges Batman has no superpowers, because he says to him, what's your superpowers again? And Batman acknowledges, like, I'm rich. This looks like it's going to have some actual Batman stuff in it that is stuff that we really have been aching to see for a while. It really is a case of, where does he get those wonderful toys? He's got a Batmobile that has legs now and can climb up things. Like, that's awesome. Cyborg looks great. I've got to admit, he kind of looks like he's being DC's answer to Iron Man. I don't necessarily know if that's a good thing or a bad thing at the moment. I guess we'll find out. It kind of feels like they've got him in there to be the Iron Man part. But again, we'll see what goes on with that. We haven't really seen too much of Cyborg so far. We've seen a bit of Aquaman because the trailers have mainly focused on Aquaman and the Flash. We know a lot about Batman already from Batman vs Superman. We know a lot about Wonder Woman already, and we're going to find out more when her film comes out. I think out of all of them, Cyborg is really the one that we haven't seen anything about, so it's going to be really hard to judge that. Ultimately, I think it's a really great first full-length trailer. It shows off a lot. It shows you the parademons. It shows you the Batmobile. It shows Aquaman riding the Batmobile like a big metallic steed jousting parademons. That shot alone, I was like, here, you can take my ticket money now. I just want to see that bit just on a loop, just Aquaman riding the Batmobile. That was the highlight of the trailer for me, that point right there. It's definitely an impressive first trailer, I will give you that. There are some questions that we still have to have answered about the film, but that's the great thing about trailers. They leave you wanting more, or they should leave you wanting more, and this one did leave me wanting more. So I can't wait to see more from the Justice League trailers and what it potentially has to offer. This trailer has me excited now because I think this might be the turning point for the DC cinematic universe. Let me know what you all thought of the trailer in the comments below. Let's share some opinions. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like, hit that subscribe button to see some more from me in the future, and I'll catch you next time.